Hey guys, thanks for joining me in practice today. We're gonna work on the low belly space. Last week I had us focusing more on the very root and the very base of the body for grounding, for release of fear, for your feelings of sensations of stability and security. So now I'd like to move up into the next energy center, our next chakra. It's called Svadhisthana, and it is the sacral space, the low belly space just below the navel. And when we focus our awareness into this area, it allows us to feed our creative endeavors. It helps us to do things from a place of joy, to really taste the sweetness of life. And in order to do that, we just need to feel. So that's what we're going to work on today. I did want to communicate a couple of things with you when you're focusing in this area. The mantra is I feel. And so if you hear that in your head again and again, that's a good one. You could also try I am joyful, I am creative, I am in control. So these things can really help us through this time, this challenging time of isolation. If we can tap into a little more of our creative side, our inherent joy, and actually just feel ourselves, then we stand to come out on the other end a little more in touch and connected to not just ourselves but each other. So thank you again for joining me. Come into a seated position, comfortable cross-legged. We'll start with some breathing. I'm going to move back pretty far. Thank you, John Otto, again for this tripod with the fabulous makeshift adjuster on it. I'm grateful. So, cross-legged, comfortable seated position, and we'll breathe. I found a playlist on an old iPod, so I'm hoping it works out. I'll kind of keep it low, but a little bit of background music is nice. So move the flesh, find your sit bones, and start to breathe. Really just taking it in and letting it go. Don't worry about engaging Ujjayi just yet. Just take a breath in and let it go. Yeah. Maybe a couple more like that. And then start to focus a little more on bringing the breath in and the sensation of the air passing through the nostrils. Moving down into the base. Establishing your foundation. Expanding from the inside out. And then start that narrowing of the vocal cords to create Ujjayi breath. Taking it a little deeper every inhalation. A little deeper still, awareness into this sacral space now. That low belly space, so just below, about 2 fingers, maybe 3 fingers below the belly button. In that low pit of the belly. And remember that it's on the back side too. That sacral bone is a good indicator of the back side of the energy space, that sacral space. The color of Svadhisthana is orange. So maybe you can envision orange behind your closed eyes, but don't try. If it happens, it happens. If not, that's okay. Just keep your awareness in that low belly space, expanding it. Both front and back, left and right sides. Keep breathing slowly and deeply. And let's do a couple rounds here of full yogic breath too. So empty completely. And with your next inhale, slow and smooth through the nose. Breathing all the way down into the base, filling the belly, the chest, the throat, into the brain. Maybe even into the back side of the brain. If you can feel the breath, the energy there, hold it. And then when you need to, bow your chin, open your mouth, slowly release the breath down the front of the body. Then we're going to inhale again, slow and deep. Smoothly drawing the breath in, filling the legs this time, the belly, the chest, the arms, the throat, into the back of the skull. Press the tip of your tongue behind the top two front teeth into the gums and pause. And then bow your chin, open your mouth, let the breath fall out. And then again, empty completely. Last round, slow, full body breath from the tips of the toes all the way up into the skull. Fill it full. Maybe sip in just a little more breath once you're at the top. Press the tip of your tongue, point your eyes to the space between your eyebrows. And hold. Maybe imagine breathing in your nose without breathing in. And then when you need to release, bow your head, open your mouth, and just let the breath tumble down the front of the body. Return to Ujjayi breath, keep the chin down. Bring the hands to the heart. Endow your practice here. Whatever it needs to be for you in this moment, make it that. Let it come from your heart space. Let it be pure and true. Keep breathing into that sacral space. And then release the hands to the knees. Let the chin travel a little closer to the heart. And as you inhale, then roll your left ear to your left shoulder. Exhale, bring your chin to the chest. Inhale to the right. Exhale to the chest. Inhale left. Exhale chest. Inhale right. Exhale chest. Inhale, draw the ears up over the shoulders. Rise up tall through the crown of the head. Exhale, turn the chin to the left shoulder. Inhale, gaze center. Exhale, turn right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, hands to the heart. Interlace and press the palms forward. Keep rooting down, keep breathing into the belly space. Really open the webbing of the hands here. Press the base of the middle finger forward. Press the base of the palms forward. Start to draw the heart and the belly back. Bow the chin a little down. Stretching through the upper shoulders, upper back. Lower the thumbs just a little bit. And then inhale, sweep the hands up overhead. And exhale, release the arms and lower. Let's inhale, sweep the hands up. Exhale, release out and down. Rotate your hands as you lift. So inhale, palms turn up, hands come together overhead. Exhale, palms turn out, lengthen through the fingertips, touch the earth. Inhale, sweep the palms to the sky, press together. And then exhale, turn them down and release. So inhale, lifting that earth energy up. And then exhale, gratefully bringing the sky energy back down. Let's do it one more time. Inhale, floating. And exhale, releasing. Inhale, extend out to the sides. Draw the shoulder blades near the spine. Lift the heart, lift the palms. Or turn the palms rather. And then exhale, right arm over left. Give yourself a hug. Imagine embracing each other. I'm embracing you right now. And then inhale out again, lengthen through the fingertips. And exhale, left over right. Again, just wrapping your arms around yourself, imagining someone you love. Next, inhale, opening out. And exhale, lower. All right. Let's place the hands on the knees. We'll just take a couple circles here and just start to work into the hip space a little bit, into the torso. So circling, it's almost like drawing a circle with the base of the sternum. That little tip of the sternum is called xiphoid process. So just imagine that you're making a circle around your body with that, or around the base of the body with that, and then change directions. And then pause. Inhale, lift the crown of the head. Exhale, let's extend the legs out in front. So heels are pressed away. 10 toes are up. And we'll find Dandasana. So move the flesh. Inner thighs are casting towards the mat. Back seam of the legs is rooting you, part of your foundation. Lift the crown of the head and the heart. Press the hands next to the hips. Roll the shoulders back and down. And then inhale, float the heart and the crown to the sky. Exhale, root the palms, the sit bones, the heels into the earth. And breathe into that sacral space, into that low belly space. Release, slide the hands back so fingers point forward. Let's bend the legs slightly and we're just going to pedal out. Let's pedal out the legs. And then windshield wiper the feet. And then go in opposite directions. You might need to separate the ankles a little more for that. Just knocked my knees together. All right, and then Baddha Konasana, cobbler pose. So soles of the feet come together, heels press, interlace around the toes or grip the ankles. Find the sit bones. Let them root down to connect you, to help you stay stable. And then lift the heart as you lower the shoulder blades. Float the ears and the crown of the head high. Relax the knees down. Pause here and breathe into that low belly space. It's an excellent way to feel a different expansion through Svadhisthana, sacral space. We can start some butterflies here. Keep breathing deep, deep, deep. Pause the legs, lift the crown, inhale, exhale, cast the heart forward. Move it as far forward as you can and pause with it there. Or option to round through the spine and bow the head. Always an option. You do not have to do that. You can keep the nose and the heart traveling forward, or you can round through the spine. So long as you're not like collapsing around the heart like this. If you find yourself unable to draw the heart forward and then round, just draw the heart forward. Breathe. Working on expanding the groin space here. All right, let's inhale, lift. Exhale, draw the knees together. Come on to your back. So once we're on our backs, we're going to bring our knees into the chest, Uppanasana. Knee to chest pose. Rock left and right. And bring your awareness to that low belly space. So hands are on the knees. Draw the knees over the hips. Make some sacral circles. Really feel the backside of Svadhisthana. And then draw the knees in a little more. Interlace over the right knee, extend the left leg out and lower it down. Ankle circles here. Knee comes into the chest and then slowly starts to guide out to the right. Bring it back in and switch. Left leg comes in. Right leg extends forward. Ankle circles here. And then start to guide the left knee out. Just opening the hip gently here. Bring it back in. And then right knee comes back to the chest. Float the heels up. Press the heels to the sky here. Inhale. And then we're going to exhale, lower the heels down. So you can keep your hands either on your belly or place them on the mat. Maybe even rock the hips left and right, sort of allowing the hips to rest on the wrists or on the forearms. So we're exhaling, lowering the heels down. Engage the belly, pull that low belly space in, and then inhale, lift the feet back over the hips. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lower, inhale, lift. Let's do it a couple of more times. So we inhale with the legs up. We exhale, lower the heels towards the earth. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Pause. Exhale. Switch the breath. So inhale, we're lowering now. Exhale, engage that low belly space and lift the legs back up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. One more like that. So really engage that low belly space. Inhale, bring the legs down. Exhale, pull the belly into the spine. Good, knees to chest, rock it out, left and right. Keep the hips on the wrists, and let's float the right foot up. Inhale, exhale, lower it down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend. Left side, inhale, float the left foot up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend. Let's do it again on the right side. Inhale, lift. Exhale, power through the heel. Pull the belly down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend. Left side, inhale, press the heel to the sky. Exhale, lower it to the earth. just above, and then inhale, lift. Exhale, bend. Okay, one more activity here, just to bring some more awareness to that low belly space. So when we're in the low belly space, we're engaging a lot of the core muscles. One of those is the transverse abdominis. So let's get a little deeper into transverse abdominis. So we're going to lift the knees over the hips, and we're going to guide the feet forward. Flex the feet so they're 90-degree angles. So here we are. We've got the knees above the hips, the heels traveling forward, the tops of the feet drawing back. So we want this low belly space engaged. So pull the belly button down, feel the low back press into the mat. We're going to take the hands on the outsides of the knees. We want to separate the knees, but we want to press against, resist with the hands. So the knees are drawing apart, but the hands are pressing the knees back together. Now, you should feel an engagement in that low belly space when you're doing this. It takes effort, so put some effort into it, and then release. Draw the knees in, rest for a moment. Then we'll do the insides of the knees. So come back into that position. Knees are over hips, lower legs are projecting out 90-degree angle, and then we flatten the low back, engage the belly. Hands come on the insides of the knees. So we want to press the knees together and use the hands to pull the knees apart. So you should hopefully feel some engagement there. That is transverse abdominis. It connects to the lumbar spine. It's connected also to the pelvic floor, to the other core muscles. Relax now. Connected even in part to our like hip flexors and glute muscles. Like everything is connected. So keeping them all strong and knowing how to engage them is important. Hello, cat. Okay, so just let's do a little bit of yogi bicycles and then we'll be done with some core here. So interlace behind the head, float the knees over the hips, point the toes forward, and then start here. Engage the belly, so belly button pulls down, low back is flattened on the mat. Start your left and right. Remember, inhale, exchange, exhale, bend and extend. Inhale, exchange, exhale, bend and extend. So it goes as fast or as slow as you want it. And then you can lift the shoulders if you want the extra challenge, and you can crisscross the elbows for the ultimate challenge here. Fast or as slow as you want. Four, 3, 2, 1. Relax back, draw the knees into the chest, rock it left and right, sacral circles, both directions, and then extend the legs out. Take a nice long stretch on the mat. We really engage those core muscles, so lengthen them out now. Release. Breathe into that low belly space. Let's take a banana stretch here. So walk the heels to the right corner, cross the left ankle over the right ankle. Lift the shoulders and reach the right corner of the mat. So left pinky is reaching up and over. Breathe into the left side bodies. And then inhale to center, release the legs, walk them over to the left corner of the mat, cross the right ankle over the left, and then lift the shoulders, reach over to the left corner, and the right pinky up and over. Breathe into the right side bodies. And then back to center. Lift the shoulders, come back to the center of the mat. Release the legs, come back to the center of the mat. Breathe. Let's bend the knees. Cross your right ankle over your left knee. Take a reclined pigeon pose here. So right hand is on the right thigh, guiding the knee forward. Right foot is flexed. You guys know how to do pigeon or reclined pigeon. So take your time, breathe deep into the right hip and into the low belly space. And then we'll draw the right knee in and switch sides. Lower the right foot, cross the left ankle over the right knee rather, and 4-point stretch on this side, recline pigeon. And then we'll release and make our way up. Coming into a tabletop pose. So establish your foundation. Root in the hook shape of your hands. Knees are under hips. Tops of the feet press down. Lengthen out your spine first. Crown forward, tailbone towards the heels. Pull that low belly space in. Energize the arms, the legs, rooting everywhere you're touching the mat. And then as you inhale, next belly is coming down. Heart forward, eyes and tail lift for cow. Exhale, pull the belly in, and then round through the spine, drop the crown and the tail down. Inhale, cow, belly down, heart forward, eyes and tail lift. Exhale, draw it in, round it tall, release the crown and the tail. Inhale, bring it down. Exhale, rounding up. Keep going, your breath is your guide here. I'm sorry, Ozzy had not playtime. Just a couple more. Next, inhale, walk the hands forward about an inch. Start to lengthen out your cow. Bring your awareness to that low belly space. Start guiding the hips a little bit further behind the knees as you exhale. Inhale, walk the fingers a little closer to the front of the mat. A longer cow. Almost into a modified up dog. Exhale, round it back. Hips are creeping towards the heels. One more inhale. Go ahead and bring the heart forward and through. Press the knees and the tops of the feet down. Lift the eyes to the sky. There's your modified up dog. Exhale, pull that low belly space in. Press all the way back, moving the hips to the heels. Arms are long, bow your head, child's pose, breathe deep. Let's do a couple Chakravakrasanas. Inhale, forward. Exhale, press it back. Inhale, round through. Fill that low belly space with breath. Exhale, pull it in. Shift it back, bow down. A couple more with your breath now. Next exhale, hold it back. If you need a little bit of wrist reprieve, go ahead, give yourself some circles, open and close your fists. And then plant the hands out in front. Inhale the heart forward, shoulders over wrists, curl the toes. Exhale, down dog. Go ahead and pedal it out. Keep breathing. Inhale, lift both heels, lift the tailbone tall, pull the low belly space in as you exhale and guide the heels to the mat. Release the crown of the head down. Lift the tailbone a little higher. Breathe into that low belly space. Inhale, come to the knees. Exhale, release into child's pose. Inhale, float up into Vajrasana. Thunderbolt pose. Pause here. Knees are under hips. Tops of the feet are pressing into the mat. Shoulder blades releasing. Fingertips reaching tall. Palms face the back of the room. Good. Breathe in and out here. Guide your face to the sky. Feel that expanding through the low belly space. A little bit of a back bend as the shoulder blades creep down the spine. And the hips gently press forward. Ujjayi breath. Next inhale, turn the palms forward, reach the fingertips tall. Exhale, cast the hands out in front, releasing back down into child's pose. Inhale, guide the heart forward, curl the toes. Exhale, down dog. Next exhale, make your way to the top of the mat. Establish your Tadasana feet. Heels are spaced, big toes are close, toes are spread wide. Doming through the arches, slide your hands up the shins. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway again. Breathe into that low belly space. Turn the inner thighs back towards the back of the mat. Lengthen the crown of the head forward. Exhale, fold again. Root down and rise up here. Exhale, hands to the heart. So we are in Tadasana. Hands are at heart space. Lift the kneecaps. Tailbone roots down. Shoulder blades release. Low belly space. Pull it in. Float the heart to the sky. Ears move away from the shoulders. Chin is parallel with the mat. Eyes are soft or closed. Recall that intention that you set at the beginning of class and breathe deep into the low belly space. Feel light, feel joyful. Feel inspired. Feel confident. Let's flow through some suns now, shall we? So at the top of the mat, classic suns. Inhale, lift the arms. Root through the soles of the feet. Exhale, release, folding in half. Step your right foot back and drop your knee. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Press the front heel and the top of the back foot into the mat. Exhale, release down. Step your right or left foot back, down dog. Inhale to your knees. Shift your hips back. Exhale, chest and chin lower. Release hips and toes. Inhale, little cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, float the right foot up. Option to drop the knee instead, you know. Exhale, knee comes forward. Step it through. Release the back toes. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, hips and hands coming down. Pause here. Let's stretch open the psoas. So fingertips are pressed. Right knee traveling forward. Heart moving forward. Feel that front hip. Left hip opening up. Breathe. Drag the left leg behind you. Breathe into the low belly space. Feel it expand against the right thigh. Let's travel back to half monkey pose now. So slowly walking it through. Left hip over left knee. Right hip draws back. Toes lift. Stay right here and breathe, or option to bow. Walking forward now, inhale, curl the back toes. Exhale, step the left foot up. Root down and rise, inhale. Exhale, hands to the heart. Left lead, inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Left foot steps back, drop the knee. Root down, back foot and front heel. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, hips and hands come down. Right foot steps back, down dog. Inhale to your knees. Shift your hips back. Exhale, chest and chin lower. Release your hips and toes. Inhale, little cobra. Exhale, back, down dog. Left foot floats. Inhale. Exhale, step it through. Drop your back knee. Low lunge first. Inhale. Exhale, release the hips and hands down to the mat. Press the fingerprints in. Left knee moving forward, but not far over that left ankle. Just enough so that you can feel the dragging sensation of that back leg. Opening in the front of the right hip. Breathe deep into the low belly. Traveling back to half monkey as we inhale, walking the hands until the right hip comes over the right knee. Then draw the left sit bone back. Pause here or bow the heart. Breathe into the low belly space. Hopefully you have some props that you can utilize. Blocks, cushions, tissue boxes, cereal boxes, whatever's handy, whatever's around, books maybe, who knows. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Left hamstring. And then we'll inhale, walk it forward. Curl the back toes. Exhale, step the right foot up. Root down and rise. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the heart. Go again. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Right foot comes back, drop your knee. Root down and rise. Inhale. Exhale, release down, step your left foot back, down dog. Inhale to your knees, shift your hips back. Exhale, chest and chin lower. Release your hips and toes. Inhale, lift, little cobra. Exhale, back, down dog. Float your right foot up or drop your left knee as you inhale. Exhale, step your right foot forward. Root and rise, Anjaneyasana. Inhale. Exhale, release your hips and hands to the mat. Pause again. Draw your right knee forward again. Let's curl the back toes and lift the back knee this time. So we're in a runner's lunge. A little bit different. We want the right knee still traveling forward and the left heel pulling back, but keep the right knee over the right ankle as much as possible. So pull the inner thighs towards one another, plant the left palm or fingerprints down, or if you have a block or a box, sweep the right hand forward as you inhale. Exhale, rotate the right fingers to the sky. Draw again the left heel back and breathe. Gaze down at the horizon or up at your right thumb. Inhale, lower the right hand. Exhale, step the left foot up. Root and rise, inhale. Exhale, hands to the heart. Left lead, inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Left foot steps back, drop your knee. Root and rise first, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, hips and hands down. Right foot steps back, down dog. Inhale, come to your knees. Shift your hips back. Exhale, draw the heart and head down. Pull the belly in. Release the hips and toes. Little cobra, inhale. Exhale, back, down dog. Float your left heel, inhale, or drop your right knee. As you exhale, the left foot steps forward. Drop your back knee and rise, inhale. Exhale, hips and hands down. So again, we're pausing with the fingerprints pressed, the left knee traveling forward. Take a breath in and out here, low belly space. Then curl the back toes, lift the back knee, and breathe here. Draw the right heel back, press the left heel into the earth. Runner's lunge. Inner thighs start drawing towards one another, so engaging the legs, pull the belly in, fingerprints or palm press down. Inhale, left fingers sweep forward. Exhale, rotate them to the sky. Heart moves towards the left knee. Crown is moving forward. Right heel still drawing back. Gaze down to the left or to the sky and breathe, breathe, breathe. Bring your awareness to that low belly space, that sacral space, front and back side. Next inhale, left hand comes back down. Exhale, right foot steps up. Root and rise here, inhale. Exhale to the heart. One more round, inhale, lift. Exhale, fold, right foot steps back. Root down and rise up, inhale. Exhale, release the hands, step the left foot back, down dog. Inhale, come to the knees. Shift your hips back. Exhale, chest and chin lower. Release your hips and toes. Inhale, little cobra, and then exhale, pause. So let's just do a little cobra lifting here. Stretch the front side of the body. Walk the tops or the fronts of your thighs towards one another. Lengthen through your toes. Lift your kneecaps away from the mat. So the tops of the feet press in. Palms are flat. Thumbs at the nipple line. Hug your elbows in tight. Inhale, let's lift the heart. Slide the shoulder blades down. Float the ears away from the shoulders. Gently press into the palms just a little bit. And then exhale, move the heart forward and lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. A little dancing cobra here. So inhale, start to lift. Press into the left hand. Shift to the right. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, left side. Press into the right palm. And then exhale, lower. One more on each side. Keep your gaze at the front edge of your mat to protect your neck. One more in the center. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Pressing back slowly to downward dog. Float your right foot up, inhale. Or drop your left knee. Exhale, right foot steps forward. Release the toes and inhale, float it up. Exhale, release, hips and hands down. Step your left foot up. Root down and rise, inhale. Exhale, hands to the heart. Last time, left lead, inhale. Exhale, fold. Left foot steps back, drop your knee. Root and rise, inhale. Exhale, release. Right foot steps back, down dog. Inhale to the knees, last Ashtangasana. Exhale, chest and chin lower, release hips and toes. Inhale, little cobra. Exhale, lower and pause. So we're setting up again for a couple more cobra lifts. This time, as you inhale, lift, turn your head and bend your right leg. Turn your head to the right. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, turn to the left, bend the left leg. Exhale, lower. One more of those on each side. Inhale, lift and bend. Exhale, lower. Last one. Then slowly make your way to down dog. Left foot floats or right knee drops. Inhale. Exhale, bring your knee to your chest. Step through. Root down and rise. Inhale into that low belly space. Exhale, release your hips and hands down. Step your right foot forward. Root down and rise up here. Inhale. Exhale to the heart. Breathe, breathe, breathe. All right, let's move on to the floor again. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, step back to plank. Take a full breath here in plank. Pull the low belly into the spine as you exhale. One more breath in. And then exhale, down dog. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Inhale, come to the knees. Exhale, tabletop pose. So we're in tabletop. Let's just take a couple C curves here. So inhale, neutral, and then as we exhale, pull the belly towards the spine, move the right hip towards the right shoulder, and gaze over the shoulder at the hip. And then inhale, back to neutral. Exhale, belly comes in, left hip draws forward, look over towards the left hip, over the shoulder. Inhale, neutral. Do that one more time each side. Exhale to the right. Inhale, neutral. Exhale, left. Inhale, neutral. And then exhale, let's come into child's pose. Sorry, I'm running out of time. I don't have much recording time on my phone, so I want to get to a couple other things. Okay, inhale, creep forward and lower all the way onto your belly as you exhale. So, let's find Sphinx pose. Elbows are under shoulders. Walk them in a little towards your chest. Palms are flat on the mat. I'm gonna try to adjust a little bit here. Okay, and then, silly cat, I can't read my lesson if you're lying on it. And then we, once you press into the elbows, lift the belly, gaze at the navel as we inhale. As we exhale, then press the heart forward, draw the elbows back, lift the ears away from the shoulders, gaze out at the front edge of the mat or over the tip of the nose, and breathe. Press that low belly space into the mat and feel it expand with the breath. Move your tailbone a little closer to your heels, so it should be traveling in that direction. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And relax, release. Go ahead and release your fingertips to the back of the mat. Bring your chin down. Pause for a moment. So we'll find locust, Tops of the thighs walk in. Make sure you root down through that entire pelvic girdle. So the hip crest press down, the tailbone sinks directly through the pelvis to the center of the earth. Pressing the low belly in and breathing into that space. Float your shoulder blades down your back and your heart up. And then lift your fingers and your toes away from the mat. Just gently, subtly. Reach them back towards the back of the mat and breathe, gazing down at the edge of your mat or over the tip of the nose, or straight down, whatever feels best for your neck. Then lower down. Let's just do a couple of lifts here. Inhale, floating up into locust, Salabhasana. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. One more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Let's just stack the hands, rest the forehead down on the hands. Draw the right knee up to an angle. We'll just rest in this manner right now. And then switch legs, draw the left knee up to an angle. And then release. And we'll start to lift away from the mat, turning to the edge of the mat. Start to walk your knees wide. This might be where a cushion or a pillow or a stack of books comes in handy. We want the knees directly out of the hips. We want the shins directly behind the knees. So legs are bent at 45-degree angle, or 90-degree angle, sorry. And then feet are flexed. So you can have your hands up on blocks, a pillow, a stack of books. You can start to bring your forearms to the mat, to the blocks, to the books, to the cushion, whatever you have. But we are moving into frog pose. So frog is a little intense. And we're gonna just rest here. You can start to pulse a little with the breath. Not exactly what I meant to do, but this is what we're doing. So I'm running out of time. I can see my timer ticking away. And then we'll start to rise up. Walking the knees back in and turning back to the front of the mat. Let's come onto our seats. Extend the legs forward. And so just spend a little more time opening the groin space. Sometimes when we release through the hips and the groin, it allows for this energy in that lower chakra, Svadhisthana, sacral chakra, to really start moving, to loosen and flow the way it's supposed to. Sometimes blockages there can cause, just feelings of like lack of motivation, like a writer's block, just that sort of lack of inspiration type of feelings. Okay, so we're gonna go into Navasana, boat pose. So legs are bent, cup your hands behind your knees. Start to walk your heels back a little bit. Find that sweet spot in the butt. You know, it's not the tailbone, it's not the sit bones, otherwise it'll never happen. The pose will never happen if it's either of those spaces. So find that sweet spot, walk the heels back. Now engage the inner thighs so they pull towards each other. Belly engages that low belly space. Tops of the thighs start to travel towards the belly. And we lift the heart, lowering the shoulder blades. Stay here or just start to lift the feet one at a time. You can lift from the heels, or you can point the toes down to the mat and lift from the toes. You can start to flutter the feet. That looks kind of pretty. You can lift both heels together, pointing or flexing. And then if you're engaged, you can try releasing the hands. You can extend the arms out, up. You can keep them at heart center. You can keep them behind the legs for safety, for security there. You can release them out to the sides, and then let's rest. So, breathe, breathe, breathe. Let's take one more Navasana, boat pose. It's a really good engagement of that low belly space. So bring all your awareness there. Slide into that space in your butt. Engage the inner thighs. Engage the belly. Lower the shoulder blades, lift the heart, and then start to lift the feet. You want to try releasing the hands. Keep your awareness in that belly space. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Maybe start to straighten the legs. And release. Nice job. I can't see you, but I know how hard you'll all work at that, and I'm so proud of you. All right. I think it's time to come back onto our backs. So, make your way there. Let's allow our hands to rest on that low belly space. Take the feet wide, let the knees fall in. Close your eyes. Walk your shoulder blades towards your spine and down your back a little bit. Recall that intention that you set at the beginning of class. And then let's walk the heels towards the glutes. Extend the arms out to a T. Straighten out the left leg. We'll float the right foot up just a little bit. Inhale and then exhale. Allow the right knee to travel to the left side of the room. Maybe stabilize with the left hand, and reach the right fingers out a little further. Inhale, come back into center. Exhale, switch the bent leg, so left leg is bent. Inhale, float the left foot off just a little bit, and then exhale, move it to the right side of the room. Stabilizing, reaching the left fingers away. Just a gentle twist here for the spine before we settle into Shavasana. Inhale back to center. Exhale, bend both knees. Walk the heels into the glutes a little bit. Bring your arms down to your sides. Do a couple gentle bridge lifts here. So root through the heels. Inhale, knees forward, arms overhead. Press your chest towards your chin. And then exhale, lengthen through your fingertips. Lower your spine. Slowly release the tailbone as you plant the hands. So let's go for that again. Root down, inhale, float the hips. Arms overhead, chest towards the chin. And then exhale, lengthening out, slowly releasing down. Take one more. Inhale, lift. And exhale, release. Option for Supta Baddha Konasana here, recline cobbler. Soles of the feet come together, knees are open. Or reverse it. Take your feet wide just like we just did. Knees come together. The option is yours before moving into Shavasana where the legs come extended if you want them to. And arms are at your sides. So just moving towards that space of complete relaxation.